Are you ready to do a whiskey quickie with RD1? Let's go. Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for this whiskey quickie look at RD1 Spirits Double finished in oak and maple barrels. I've never had anything from RD1 Spirits before. I was at Fort Knox, Kentucky, and I saw RD1 there. We don't really see him up here too much in Washington State, but I was taking a look at the different RD1 bottles that they had, and I saw this small batch that says double finished in oak and maple barrels. And so the first thing that came to mind is, okay, so is this small batch actually a triple barrel then, if it was aged in 3 different barrels? Because it says double finished in oak and maple. And so of course my second follow-up question that I was thinking to myself is, are we talking maple wood or are we talking barrels that aged maple syrup? Let's look at the back and see if it says anything else. In this double finish, we age our Kentucky straight bourbon with maple syrup steeped oak that captivates with an unforgettable dessert-like charm.
Okay, all right.
And reading that actually made me want to buy it a little bit more, because I have had a whiskey that was finished in a maple wood barrel, and it was not as good as I thought it was going to be. And I've had a few different bottles that were aged in barrels that aged maple syrup, and those are fantastic. Ooh, cork pop. And I don't know how sweet this is going to be, so I don't want to totally jack up the infinity bottle, but I'll have a pour to review with you. Oh my goodness, just pouring that into the glass, I can smell that sticky sweetness. Man, that is sweet. I am really glad I didn't pour that into the infinity bottle. Let's take a look at the bottle. There is embossed on the front of it, Kentucky born and raised across the top. And it's a really wide, really heavy bottle. Definitely stands out on the shelf as one that doesn't look like any of the other bottles on the shelf, though it is kind of plain still. Just because that chocolate brown on the gold with the rest of the bottle being clear, it's really dark on the shelf next to a lot of other bottles. So looking at the bottle, I do not see any age statements here, so the Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey tells me that it is at least 4 years old. Oh my goodness. You smell sweet maple syrup and a little bit of barrel char. It's like somebody burnt your breakfast and you're gonna eat it anyway because you covered it in syrup. And it's almost like this syrup is a pecan flavored syrup. You know when you go to those restaurants that have like 4 or 5 different kinds of syrup that you can choose from? There's the regular, there's the blueberry, there's the strawberry, and then there's like the pecan flavored maple syrup. That's what this smells like. Let's go into the palate. Cheers. Wow. It tastes just like it smells. Maple syrup, then burnt pecans. Whoa, that's crazy. It's good, but that is not something I would reach for on a regular basis. I'm going to give it a second sip to get my palate acclimated, give it another try. But my goodness, what was the proof on this? 99.9 proof. That is interesting. Let's go in for a second one. See, I'm wondering what kind of old-fashioned this would make. And I probably would not add any simple syrup or anything like that to sweeten it up. It's really sweet because of the maple syrup, but there's still a lot of barrel char, a little bit of smokiness. It's like your wife burnt your pancakes, and you think if you just add enough syrup on it, it's going to make it better. And it almost does, but you don't want to hurt her feelings. I mean, she did make you breakfast after all. Alright, let's talk about the price point. On base, Fort Knox, Kentucky. I saw it for about $62 out the door. One of the things I saw when I was looking it up, trying to learn more about it, there's a website that I looked at a review, and it actually says the MSRP is $79.99. Now, I'm not super thrilled that I spent $62 on this, because I don't think they did a great job with the balance of the flavor. I don't think it's wonderful. I'm gonna see how it opens up, give it a few weeks, see if it gets better. But if I paid $79 and then paid tax on top of that, I'd be upset. I would not be happy. Me spending $62 out the door, I'm not going to complain. I'm not going to write a letter to anybody. I'm not going to ask to speak to the manager, but I'm not going to buy another one, and I'm not going to recommend you go buy one. So yeah, this is definitely a try it at a bar or at your friend's house, so you don't have to pay for it. And if you're standing in the store right now trying to decide if you wanted to buy this, I hope this video was short enough for you to get to this point. It's about the same price as Woodford Double Oaked. I'm saying that I would buy another Woodford Double Oaked before I bought one of these. But it is better than the Knob Creek Maple but that's a really low bar to trip over, so that's not really saying too much.
So, damn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Anyways, you like talking whiskey, go ahead and hit the like, comment, subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out the playlist because everything is subcategorized. If you're looking for something specific, you'll probably be able to find it in the playlist. But until next time, earn, protect, enjoy. Cheers. You know, maybe drinking it over ice will save it. Smells sweeter. It's different, but I can't really say that it's better.